Welcome back to Self-Built. Today I'm going to be reviewing some handles for you guys. Cable handles that are ergonomic. I have some things that are slightly, you could say, are ergonomic in certain ways, but not quite like this. These are pretty intense as far as that goes. We're going to get into the benefits, the cost, the feel of all of this, but first, this is something that's very special. You don't see this very often with gym equipment. This is what this came with. You don't see this type of presentation in gym equipment. Sadly, you just don't. If you want a comparison, I got some gym equipment delivered the same day I got this. It came in a bag. They don't care about their product. This is a company that cares about their product. Now, hold on. This isn't just the box, but when you open this up, I couldn't believe this. I was like, no way. Look at that. It's wrapped up. It's got some styrofoam. They really care about this product. You don't see this for much gym equipment, so just soak it in. Let it kind of breathe in a little bit, and then we're going to bust these bad boys open. Comes with a little quick start workout guide. If you're watching this channel, you don't need to know that. We know how to work out. We're okay with that. But first, let's look at some of the specs on this thing. Now, I don't know. Call me a skeptic, but I don't think this is going to support 1,000 pounds. I don't know. That might be a little excessive. I mean, these are cool, but come on. Let's come back to reality a little bit. But if you want to humor me a little bit, let me read these instructions for you so you can really grasp the essence of these handles, all right? We've studied the biomechanical interaction between the arms and the hands in traditional gym handles, calculated optimal positioning and developed to recreate it as closely as science allows. It does have more words to read, but I think that's all that we can handle right now. That's pretty intense. So let's bust these babies open. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Honestly, I thought these were going to be heavier for how big they are, so that's a good sign. I was hoping they wouldn't be all big and clunky and heavy. Okay. And then, okay, got that protected because you never know. You need to sheath it just in case. Only bust them out when you're serious. And they are set. They do label it left and right hand. With these, you're not able to interchange it. It has to be set for one hand. So let's fill in the power here. It's like a hybrid of like a hard plastic and a rubber. It's not exactly rubber like this is like a softer grabby rubber, but it's not a plastic either. It's like a hybrid. Really shapes to your hand. You can really get a tight grip on that. I thought this was going to be a big grip, a fat grip, but it doesn't seem to be that way. So that's pretty cool. There seems to be a tiny bit of play where you get a little resistance. I mean, it's nothing bad. I'm just trying to help you guys understand what I'm feeling here. But yeah, that's a pretty big handle we've got here. If you look at how narrow this is right here, that's how it essentially feels in your hand. You're getting a really small grip on here. It's not big at any means. And then your fingers, they're not going to slide because it's got this little groove right here that you can really hang on to. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to pronounce the name of this product. I'm guessing it's Vit8. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I have no idea how you say this brand, but pretty dang cool. I'm going to give these a test drive, see what I think. Yeah, this has a slight, you can hear it. You can hear that kind of small catch. Not a bad problem, especially for the price of these things. I'm going to be transparent. I did buy a brand of handles that is half the price of this, just to see what the handles feel like. And if you're curious to just try ergonomic handles, just for the cheapest amount, you get these things, which it's not bad. This is just hard plastic. So the new ones are way, way better. But if you look at how these are set up, it's pretty different. I mean, maybe on the screen you can't tell, but when you hang on to it, when you're hanging on to this, it's such an open hand feeling. With this one, well, hold on. Let me get the right hand here. When you hold it like this is such a smaller closed hand, and you feel like you can hang on so much better to where this one, you kind of feel like you're hanging on like this. You're not in a very strong position. And I've got a funny feeling that these are going to be so much better, especially when you're doing any type of curl or anything that you're moving, because I've never been a big fan of ones that have bands, but I would consider these pretty budget friendly, and these are super budget. So I'll just be up in front with the prices. These were only 30 bucks for 2 handles. That's not a bad deal. I was looking at different brands on Amazon. I was finding ones that were up to like 70 bucks and it looked exactly like this. So I was like, I'll try it. Then if you want the super cheap option, this was 15 bucks. So, I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with $15. But I figure, hey, let's give it a try, see what it's like, and I can already say, this feels better than this already. And these were fun. I've already done one workout with these. I'm going to do some workouts with this. I'll be showing you in the video just to show you the cool benefits of the workout. But yeah, this is exciting. Something nice about ergonomic handles. It does help with supporting your hand, your wrist, your fingers, and you don't have to hang on to it in the traditional fashion to where maybe if you've got some finger injuries, some sort of limitations, these can help to where you don't have to work as hard to just hang on to the bar. Yeah, you could get some straps to where that will essentially hang on for you, but if you want a handle that's already got that built in for you for a pretty cheap price, why not just try these? I do really like that they will label right and left hand on these, because I can already tell you with the previous ones, it took a minute to figure out, okay, is this right-handed, is this left-handed? Kind of have to test it out, and it's nice that it just has the guesswork already figured out for you. Once you get more used to it, you just have to think, okay, the skinny part is where you're having this part of your hand, so you can find out faster if it's designated for the right hand or not. But to just have the guesswork already labeled just saves you that much more time. Makes it nice and convenient. I am gonna say these are probably not good for wrist curls. I'm feeling this, and if I curl in, this will start to push into my wrist. So if you're a huge wrist curl person, and you try these out, just know that that's not gonna work. I haven't even tried weight, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work. But everything else is yet to be determined. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check these out, see what you think. If you do happen to purchase it, it does support the channels at no extra cost to you, and I thank you a lot for that. It means a lot, and it helps support me produce more videos, more content, and more products and information for you guys. After taking these bad boys through a few different workouts, I do have some feedback, some good and some not so good. To first start with the not so good, the only thing that I could come up with is the handles kind of have a weird click, and the handles rotating. I should be able to, you just feel a small click. It's not horrible, but I'm just looking for really anything I can complain about. So that's really the only thing I have about the actual setup and build of this. And the only other gripe, but I already knew this coming into it, was that each handle is built for one side each. You can't switch it over. It just doesn't feel right. But for the price of these things, these are pretty dang good. If I haven't said already, these are 30 bucks. And for a pair of cable handles just by itself, basic ones, you can run into more expensive ones than that. To be more specialty in ergonomic, then I would say this is even a better deal. Certain exercises felt really enhanced. One thing, for example, is when I'm doing some front cable raises, anything that my wrist is having to fight holding straight up, since I've got this extra piece right here, once you're hanging on to it and squeezing it, I felt more stability as I was going up. Felt really nice and unexpected. I did mention the rotation has a tiny bit of resistance. When you're actually doing weight, curls, triceps, or anything that you're just doing a lot of rotation, you don't even notice. A nice little trick is if you're really wanting to just lock it in so it doesn't move anywhere, you have a little thing where you just have your thumb go down here and then just bring it over. It just really helps lock it in so it just doesn't rotate and it just can't get pulled out of your hand. Just a nice little trick for you. And overall, my opinion would be if you're looking to get some ergonomic ones, get these ones. These ones are great. I would highly recommend them. I'm gonna keep these around. I'll have some fun exercises with these, and I'm looking forward to doing just even more. If you guys have any exercise setups or questions regarding these that I haven't covered, let me know in the comments. I always like to read and reply to each and every one of you. It means a lot that you'll watch and also take the time to leave a little comment for me. Before I forget, one last thing to be mindful of is when you're doing really heavy weight, notice how this has some bumps. It's supposed to indent where your fingers go. If you don't have that exactly right, it might feel like it's kind of digging into your palm a little bit. So just keep an eye on that. Other than that, everything else has been really good. They are a little big, a little goofy looking, but if you're working out at home or if you're working out at the gym, someone might be like, hey, those things are pretty cool. Where'd you get those? Can I try those out? So you never know. Another nice thing about this is they made the hole that attaches to the cables a lot bigger and oversized than other ones that I've seen. It just makes it so much easier to get this connected in without having to be as exact. And this one's a little bit a thicker carabiner that I'll use. And sometimes if the hole's too small, you gotta really be careful on trying to manipulate it down. But with this one, you're good. So one nice thing that they thought about right there. And that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you could do me a huge favor, watch one of these videos over here. Don't forget to punch down or take it on that gain train. And we'll see you next time on Mo Save Build.